Hello and welcome to another episode of the Business Intelligence Podcast. I am your host, Ryan McDaniel. Today's episode has been powered by Quantico AI. Most businesses think they have a lead problem. They don't. They have a follow-up problem. Right now, inside your CRM, inside your spreadsheets, inside your email list, there are thousands of people who already raised their hands. They clicked, they filled out a form, they booked a call, they showed interest, and then nothing. They went quiet, your team got busy, the follow up stopped. And just like that, opportunity turned into lost revenue. But here's the truth, your database isn't dead, it's dormant. And if you're not actively re engaging those contacts, you're leaving money on the table every single day. Today, we're talking about why your database is one of the most valuable assets your business owns and why most companies never fully use it. Most businesses are sitting on a gold mine and they don't even realize it. Thousands of leads, past customers, trial users, missed opportunities, old conversations, unanswered emails, all sitting quietly inside the CRM. Unused, untouched, forgotten. And here's what makes this so powerful. Research shows that 60 to 80% of leads never convert simply because no one follows up again. Think about that. Not because they weren't interested, not because they weren't qualified, not because they couldn't afford your product, they simply weren't contacted again. That means your biggest growth opportunity might not be finding new leads. It might be reactivating the ones you already have. And this is happening everywhere. Businesses spend thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, generating leads, running ads, building funnels, creating content, driving traffic. Then those leads come in, and slowly they fade away. Not because they weren't valuable, but because the follow-up stopped. This is what I call the CRM graveyard. Every business has one. Thousands of conversations that started, but never finished. And inside that graveyard, revenue, waiting. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Manual follow-up doesn't scale. Not because sales teams aren't capable, but because they're human. Humans forget, humans get busy, humans prioritize what's urgent, and humans get discouraged. And the data backs this up. 80% of sales require 5 or more follow-ups, but 44% of salespeople give up after just one attempt. One. That means nearly half of businesses abandon opportunities before they even begin. What's even more interesting, 35 to 50% of responses happen between attempts 5 and 12. That means most conversations happen after humans typically stop trying. Now let's layer in another stat. Businesses lose up to 71% of potential leads due to poor follow-up. Not bad leads, bad follow-up. And here's another powerful one. 90% of leads are never contacted again after the first outreach. That's not a lead problem, that's a process problem. And it gets even more interesting. Harvard Business Review found that companies that respond to leads within 1 hour are 7 times more likely to qualify them. 7 times. But most companies take more than 24 hours to follow up, and many never follow up at all. So when you step back and look at the data, the picture becomes clear. Most leads don't die, they're just ignored. So now let's imagine something different. Imagine every lead in your database receiving consistent follow-up. Not once, not twice, but continuously. Follow-ups that don't stop after a few days. Follow-ups that don't get forgotten. Follow-ups that adapt over time. This is what I call forever follow-up. And this is where automation and AI start to really change everything. Because AI doesn't forget. AI doesn't get busy. AI doesn't get discouraged. It just keeps going. It checks in after a few days, then a week, then a month, then 3 months. It follows up when someone opens an email, when they click a link, when they revisit your website. Every interaction becomes an opportunity. And suddenly, your database becomes active again. This is the shift we're starting to see across businesses. Instead of chasing new leads endlessly, companies are realizing there's more value in activating the leads they already have, because acquiring new leads is expensive. Reactivating old ones? That's leverage. So how does this actually work? There are a few key strategies that are becoming incredibly powerful. First is multi-channel follow-up. Most businesses rely on a single email. If it gets ignored, the conversation ends. But reactivation works best across multiple channels. So email, Text, LinkedIn, retargeting. Different channels, different touch points, same conversation. This keeps your brand top of mind without being overwhelming. Second is timing-based follow-up. Timing truly is everything. Somebody maybe is not ready today, but they could be ready next month or next quarter. AI-powered systems track behavior. Did someone open an email, visit your website, click a link? Those signals tell you when to follow up. Instead of guessing, you're responding at the right moment. And third is personalization at scale. This is where things get really interesting. Instead of sending generic follow-ups, messages reference past conversations, previous interests, specific needs. This creates something powerful. Follow-ups that feel human, but run automatically. And when you combine all three of these strategies, you unlock something most businesses never achieve: consistent engagement. So here's where this becomes even more compelling. Reactivating existing leads is significantly cheaper than acquiring new ones. Think about it. You already paid to acquire those contacts. You already generated interest. You already built awareness. You're not starting from zero, you're continuing a conversation. And the research supports this. Companies using AI and automation in sales often see a 10 to 20% revenue lift, not by increasing ad spend, but by improving follow-up, prioritizing leads, and reactivating dormant opportunities. This is one of the most overlooked growth levers in business, because most companies focus on top-of-funnel growth. More leads, more traffic, more impressions. But the real opportunity often lives in the middle and bottom of your funnel, in conversations that already started. So let's walk through a real-world example. A business generates 1,000 leads over the past year. Out of those leads, maybe 50 convert. The rest, they sit in the CRM. Now imagine reactivating just 10% of those dormant leads. That's 95 additional opportunities, without spending a single dollar on ads, without launching a new campaign, without chasing new traffic, just by re-engaging existing contacts. This is why your database matters, because growth doesn't always come from new leads. Sometimes it comes from finishing conversations that already started. The businesses that win over the next few years won't just be the ones generating leads. They'll be the ones that manage relationships better, that follow up consistently, and that stay top of mind. Because attention fades, interest changes, timing shifts. And when you're the business that stays present, you become the obvious choice when someone is ready. This is the new advantage. Not just reach, but consistency. So in closing, most businesses are chasing new leads. Meanwhile, they're sitting on thousands that they already paid for. Your CRM isn't just a database. It's a gold mine. And right now, most businesses aren't mining it. But the ones who do, the ones who build consistent follow-up, the ones who reactivate dormant leads, they won't just grow, they'll compound. Because your next sale may already exist inside your database, waiting. Your database isn't dead. It's dormant. And the businesses that learn how to wake it up are the ones that win. If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe for more insights on AI, automation, and the future of business growth. And remember, the businesses that win aren't the ones with the most leads. They're the ones that activate the leads they already have. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Business Intelligence Podcast. I've been your host, Ryan McDaniel. Today's episode is powered by Quantico AI. To learn more about Quantico AI or to schedule a meeting with our team to discuss whether it may be a fit for your business, feel free to check out the links below, or feel free to send me a direct message if you have any questions, anything that I can help you out with. And one more thing to remember. If you're hearing my voice right now, you're not late, you're early. And we're going to figure this out together. I'll see you soon.